What's up, fellas, man? It's your boy MAZ. Now, guys, Officer Tatum has been going back and forth with Nick Fuentes. And usually, us melanated people will show up and back you up. But being that it's Officer Tatum, uh, you on your own, bruh. We just here to enjoy the show. You see, in this video, Officer Tatum tries to cry racism. But, bruh, the past decade, you have been spewing this anti-black rhetoric. We ain't forgot that, bruh. And guys, brace yourself because the people on the right, which is his own audience, guys, which this is his audience, they have been giving him that work. So get your popcorn, guys.
Finale. Nick Fuentes, as some people call him. Only reason why I'm making these videos is because I believe Charlie Kirk, if he was still alive, he'll be crying out for us to say, you cannot humanize idiot people. What does humanization mean? Humanization doesn't mean you can't interview them, you can't debate them. Humanization means during the debate, are you gonna bring up any of this stuff that I'm about to show in my video? Are you gonna challenge him on anything that you claim are your core values? Humanizing somebody is saying this person, like for instance, let's say Hitler was still alive. Well, let's say we can go back in time because Hitler would be 100 years old, something crazy. But let's just say we go back in time. During that time period, Hitler did all these atrocities and all of the great, horrible things that he's done and the grave danger that he created amongst the world. Just say him and Stalin. If you interview Hitler or Stalin, normalizing them would be like, I'm gonna let them just say all this stuff and I'm not gonna push back on what he's doing to the Jews. Stalin's mass murdering of so many people. I mean, Stalin actually killed more Jews than Hitler did. And you're not getting, it's like interviewing Stalin and not bringing any of that up. That's humanizing people.
Basically, what he's saying, guys, is we shouldn't humanize bigotry. But Officer Tatum, you help humanize this shit. You help normalize this shit. So what are you talking about? This shit is normalized because of people like you and Candace Owens and them idiot Hodge twins. So don't cry now. You see, the thing of it is, guys, Officer Tatum, he's around here complaining and bitching because these white conservatives, they don't really need him no more. He's becoming obsolete. And people like Nick Fuentes, they're being released from their confines. Now they can say all the bigoted shit that they want to say now because this shit is being normalized as we see it right before our eyes. Now he wants to complain because they're giving him the smoke now. But when Nick Fuentes was just talking about black people in general and not giving him the smoke, he was okay with it. So we don't want to hear that bullshit now, Officer Tatum, because you helped this. You helped normalize this.
Or normalizing, not humanizing, but normalizing people. People keep telling me, Brandon, you should debate Nick Fuentes. It's like, I'm not a wussy like Tucker Carlson and all these other people. You come on my show, bro, I'm going to.
Okay, now there he goes throwing shots at Tucker Carlson again. And Tucker Carlson never responds to him. Tucker Carlson just ignores him because Officer Tatum, he's an idiot. He's not very smart. He's just repeating talking points that he's been fed by these white supremacists. These are people that's anti-black. And he knows that.
Get in your rear end. Pause. I'm going to get on your case. Nick told me to say that. It's his generation that did the pause. I'm going to get on your case, bruh. You're not finna sit across from me, all that junk you were talking online about me being stupid out there, and I'm not going to say nothing about that. The crazy things you said about my friend Charlie Kirk, I'm not going to confront you on that, bruh. The stuff you said about Erica that was disgusting, I'm not going to confront you on that. You running your mouth using the N-word against black people, I'm not going to confront you on that. All right, don't believe me. Let's pull these clips up.
Why? What you going to confront him about that for? Once again, you help normalize this shit. So guys, once again, guys, they're giving now Nick Fuentes is roasting people like him and all these Uncle Toms out here, all these Sambos out here. He don't like it because people like Officer Tatum and like the Hodge twins, they're about to get pushed out because they're obsolete. And these far right conservatives, they don't really need y'all no more. See, y'all were just a talking head, a mouthpiece for them when they couldn't say this stuff. Now this shit is becoming normalized and is becoming part of mainstream media. They can come out and say this shit now without being canceled. So they don't need you. And he don't like it.
Bruh. First clip of the day is what this fool said about me. Tell me that you will hear somebody like Charlie Kirk talk like this. Just roll the clip.
That's your question?
Sent $21. There's this guy called Officer Tatum, aka Officer TATUM. You should watch his 30 minutes crash to Nick Fuentes x Tucker Carlson interview. Lol, and his comments are filled with Zios who despise you.
Why would I?
Hold on a second. I put this on my life. He would never say this to my face. You want to bet me? I will upload it on Instagram for you guys. If he would ever come and get in my face and say what he about to say on this.
What the fuck you gonna do, Officer Tatum? Officer Sambo, what you gonna do? And you're gonna upload it to Instagram. Why? Who are you gonna project that to? Because your audience agrees with him. In case you hadn't noticed, your audience agrees with him. I would say 90%, 95% of your audience is like anti-black, bro. Because you're gonna project that, you're gonna put that on Instagram and project that to who? Because it can't be us. All that tap dancing and buck dancing you did against us, it can't be us. You can't expect us to feel any kind of sympathy for you. I know you ain't talking about us. You can't get shit from us, homeboy. So who are you going to project that to? Because once again, your audience agrees with him. Idiot. And Nick Fuentes is right. Officer Tatum is an idiot. He's not very smart, guys.
That he would never do it. He would come when he approaches me, which he never would. He would be trying to be my friend and be nice to me, just like all these other fools that I catch in public, and they go, "Oh, Tatum." Listen to what he say. Roll it.
An idiot. Hey man, Tucker, some. Hey man.
We shouldn't blur it. I want people to hear what he's saying.
Brandon Tatum is an idiot. Dumbest person I've ever heard. He should get an education. Officer Tatum should get an education. He should learn how to read.
And maybe he got the reading part right, but everything else he said.
What did he say that was? What did he say that was wrong? Officer Tatum is an idiot. He's not very smart, guys. He just repeating talking points that's been given to him over time from TPS USA, from Turning Point. These are everything that he says are just talking points that he learned from Charlie Kirk. These are not thoughts of his own. So Nick Fuentes is right. Everything that Nick Fuentes just said is irrefutable.
It's crazy. He said the N-word. He said all kind of other stuff in his speech. We were trying to block it so they don't ban us. But
he said the N-word. Okay. He's racist, Officer Tatum. In case you hadn't noticed. In case you hadn't noticed, he's racist. He even said it himself. That's like me getting mad at a damn shark for eating a seal. That's what they do.
That's what he really said. Matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do on one of my other platforms that we don't get canceled on? I'm going to play the raw clip of it. Maybe on my Instagram or something, I'll play the raw clip. Y'all can go to my Instagram and find it, the raw clip of it, where he's saying the N-word and acting a fool.
Why?
But we got a whole bunch of...
Why? Like, who are you going to project that to? Who? Like, you're going to do that for what? I mean, think about it. You're going to do that for what? His audience agrees with him. Your audience agrees with him. So who are you going to project that to? Because once again, it can't be us. Because you ain't gonna get no kind of sympathy from us. So you're gonna put that on Instagram for what? And guys, Officer Tatum, he's slowly finding out that the right, they don't need him no more. You were just a means to an end. They don't need you to spew all this anti-black shit no more. They don't need you anymore. These people know you're just grifting. And you see, that's his problem with Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes is calling him out as being a grifter, which he is. To all the conservatives out there, man, to all the far right conservatives that may be listening, people like Officer Tatum, they don't believe that bullshit they be saying. They're just saying that to get views to make money. They don't really believe that shit they're saying. And you see, Nick Fuentes knows that. Now, I'm not no Nick Fuentes fan either, but when you're right, you're right. I can't knock the man for saying something that's true.
Other clips. Let's roll clip 402. And this is just a few clips I have. There's probably 400,000 clips of this fool just being a nut job. And Tucker brings him on, and people don't know this side of him, right? He go on PBD podcast, he go on people's podcasts, and they go, but then people don't know that this is the other stuff he's saying on his own platform. Roll the clip.
Hey, I'm a stone cold white nationalist, and I love Hitler, and I don't want Indians here, and I'm not a Democrat, okay? And I'm not woke, and I'm not liberal.
All right. And let me preface it too, because I don't want nobody saying, Brandon, you took that out of context. I watched the entire video. He goes on to act like, oh, we can't talk like this. We can't talk like this because it's bad. So
what is he trying to prove? We already know that's how he feels. Like, what are you trying to prove, Brandon? I mean, what the fuck are you trying to do? Like, I know you're not trying to convince your white audience that, you know what I'm saying, they shouldn't listen to Nick Fuentes when they agree with him. They're not finna choose you over Nick Fuentes. I mean, so I'm not understanding what Brandon Tatum is trying to accomplish right here. It really doesn't make sense to me, because the clips that he's showing that Nick Fuentes is saying, we already know that's how he feels. So that's nothing new to us. I don't know. Y'all let me know.
He's doing that superfluously. So there's no additional context to what he said. Let's roll clip 403. Roll it.
It's like, lady, didn't your husband just get his face blown off like 2 seconds ago? And not to be insensitive about it, but everyone's thinking it. No one wants to be the no one wants to say it. Everyone's thinking it. Everyone was thinking it when she gave the first speech. Everyone was definitely thinking it at the memorial. Nobody wants to say it because it's inappropriate. It's insensitive. I am the troll, right? So I'll be the one to say it. I think it's super inappropriate. I think it's inappropriate. I think it's weird. It's bizarre. Something is off there, and I don't like it. But they're doing the Super Bowl commentators with the headsets on, doing a media table. They're selling merch, registering voters. They got pyrotechnics. Is this WrestleMania or is this a funeral? Like, what are we doing here? And
facts. Everything that Nick Fuentes is saying is irrefutable. So I don't understand what Officer Tatum has a problem with. Because at Charlie Kirk's memorial, they was acting like this shit was a goddamn Olympics. Or the damn Super Bowl. You would think they was having a goddamn main event boxing match out there. They had commentators and people out there selling shirts. This is supposed to be for Charlie Kirk's memory. And they're trying to make a quick buck. Trying to capitalize off his death. Now, me personally, I sure as hell wasn't no damn Charlie Kirk fan like that. But I damn sure wouldn't try to, you know what I'm saying, capitalize off the man's death. That's kind of despicable. But anyway.
Then, the day after the funeral, I'm getting 500 texts and emails. Erica Kirk here. I miss him. Every time I blink, every beat of my heart. Make sure to donate $5, $15, $25. It's like, okay. Then they're doing a show. Did you see the show today? And so prescient. I said it last night. I said, I'm getting like a fake vibe. Something's off there. And people say, well, everybody grieves differently. Yeah, I don't know how much mileage we can get out of that one anymore. Something's not right there. Very bizarre, weird vibe there. And did you see the show? Erica hosted the Charlie Kirk show this afternoon, and she's like, she looks like she's over the moon. She's happy as a clam. And again, who am I to judge? Everybody grieves differently. She's a very devout Christian. Some people say maybe that's just strength, that's resolve. I don't know. It's one thing if your husband dies, period. It's another thing if your husband dies at age 31, unexpectedly. It's another thing if your 31-year-old husband unexpectedly dies because he gets publicly executed with blood gushing out in front of thousands of people screaming and running away. That's like something that's altogether different.
Now, think about if this was Charlie was alive somehow. He came back from the dead. What do you think he'll feel about a man talking about his wife like this? I just want us to put this in perspective.
Here goes Officer TATUM with the straw man arguing, y'all. Nick Fuentes didn't say anything personal about his wife. He was describing the situation. But anyway.
You know, the guy can entertain and all this stuff. But, bro, you disrespecting a man's wife, though. You ain't just asking questions. You disrespecting the way she's grieving the loss of her husband. You out here saying that she's fake. It's weird vibes. What's weird about it? You think she's fake? You think she's lying? You think she don't really love her husband? Bro, that's disrespect.
That's not disrespectful. Nick Fuentes didn't say anything that was wrong. That's not normal for somebody to do what she was doing. She's around here talking about she missed Charlie Kirk. Then a few seconds later, she's saying, don't forget to donate. What kind of shit is that? That is weird.
Respectful to somebody's wife. That's why I'm mad because, see, I'm not fake like the rest of these people. Like, I really respected Charlie Kirk enough to be like, dude, it offend me when somebody's coming after his wife. We know Erica. My wife talks to Erica. My wife used to talk to Erica a lot. When she got married, she used to slow down a little.
It offends you when somebody coming at his wife, but it don't offend you when somebody like him coming after black people. It doesn't offend you when Charlie Kirk himself was spewing this, misrepresenting stats against black people. It don't offend you that Charlie Kirk was doing that. Your friend Charlie Kirk, right? It don't offend you, but it offends you when he talks about Charlie Kirk's wife. Man, get your ass out of here, Brandon TATUM.
A little bit, but and I get it. She was having kids and stuff like that, so she wasn't as out there as she was before she got married and before she started having children. It's understandable. So there wasn't like a lot of communication as consistent as it was before. But my wife talks to Erica all the time. My wife talked to Erica just recently, or text her just recently. You disrespecting my homeboy wife like that. That's when I have a problem. And if you're somebody's real friend, if he came on my show.
Your homeboy. Once again, guys, this is what he said. He said his homeboy. So if that's your homeboy, right? Why was he saying all that bullshit about black people that wasn't true? If that's your homeboy, right? Why would you sit up there and let him lie and say black women don't have the mental capacity to do certain jobs, and they're taking all these jobs from white people? Why would you allow him to say that lie like that? If that was your homeboy, Officer TATUM, if that was your homeboy, why would you allow him to say 1 in 20 black men are convicted of murder, which you can't find that stat nowhere? That was a lie. If that's your homeboy, why didn't you pull him aside and say, hey Charlie, why that wasn't true, man? Why would you say something about black men like that? If that was your homeboy, Officer TATUM, why wasn't you speaking at his memorial? You, Candace, or the Hart twins, why were y'all speaking at his memorial? Because that's your homeboy, right? His wife didn't respect you enough to let you come speak at his memorial, you weren't even there. You or Candace. If that was your homeboy. But anyway, y'all, man, let me know what you think in the comments. This your boy Mazo, Magical Poem. Like and subscribe. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm out.